So next up is the internal colour palette. Of course, I want the inside to talk to the outside, so there's got to be some connection either in materials or in colours. In this case, I've continued the use of that navy blue and the white accents. For the main flooring, I've gone with a hybrid floor. Now, I wanted a flooring finish that had the look of timber, but an easy, low maintenance version of that, because I want people to go to the beach and come back with sand on their shoes and not have to worry and make it easy to clean. I've actually got lots of options in beautiful timber tones to go with this product. Some of them are a little bit more warm, some of them a little bit more grey, a little bit more golden. I've actually settled on this particular one known as Burra. It's got the beautiful timber grain of natural oak. It's got a little bit of crowning and some texture in there and a nice amount of variation. So I think it's going to be a visually interesting floor to look at and easy to maintain. The warmth of the timber allows me to mix up some other cooler elements. For the tiling into the wet areas, I've actually only got one bathroom and the laundry. I'm using this grey tile that has got the white fleck. It's quite a large scale terrazzo style tile. It's got beautiful character in there and a little bit of a greyed off white for the base. So I think tonally it's quite nice. You can see a little bit of grey in the floor against the tile. And on the walls, well, I'm actually going to run the Kit Kat tile vertically. Vertical stack bond tiles create that mid-century modern look that I love. And it's also extra texture that I'm putting on top. Now, this is actually going to run on the wall, but I'm doing an interesting tile lay pattern. I'm actually going to run the floor tile halfway up the walls in line with the ledge of the shower. So stay tuned. You'll see that it's very effective in making a smaller bathroom feel bigger. I've got some texture on the walls of the bathroom, but I want some texture in the rest of the house as well. I'm going to have some smooth plasterboard walls, but to add some texture, I'm going to highlight feature walls in a very textural finish, again by WeatherTex. This particular product is Weathergroove Woodsman. It's got the beautiful texture of natural timber. It's quite amazing to see how it plays with daylight and nighttime. Now, it comes in a board material that can be stained, and I've used this externally, but internally I'm going to paint it. For the colour of the wall, well, I'm actually referring to the external colour palette, that beautiful rich indigo of deep ocean, but bringing it inside in a paint finish. I'd already created this paint colour before using Colorsmith from Taubman's. It allowed us to scan various objects to get the perfect blue that we liked. It's a really rich indigo and it works really well inside our home, and I just love that colour palette against the white trim. For the rest of the walls, including the skirting, architrave and doors, I'm using crisp white. Now, it's actually white that's got a very slight grey undertone. Again, it works incredibly well with the deep indigo of Blue Book, especially well with the timber floors, which is important. And tonally, you can see the colour palette here flowing into the wet area is also quite brilliant. So I love this look. Working back to that rule of proportions, 60, 30, 10, inside it's a little bit different to externally. I'm going to call the floors that run throughout the whole dwelling to be my 60%. My 30% is actually the white walls, because again, there's quite a large amount of them and I've got the contrast there against the timber. And for the accent colour in this case, I've got the deep ocean, but there is another colour because internally, I've kept that beautiful colour of coral on the front door and painted all sides of my front door. So that colour is introduced internally, and I'm going to repeat that further with accent little details within the decor when it comes time to style. I do have some joinery in there as well, of course. I've got the kitchen. Now for the kitchen, I retained a little bit of the tones, but I went for a slightly greened off blue. This product from Polytech is one of my favourite. It's called Vanette. It's so soft to the touch, but it's virtually fingerprint proof. It's such an amazing material. I've got a punch of colour in here, but again, it's quite greyed off and muted. Now, although this beautiful colour called Habitat has a blue undertone, it's definitely got a greened off blue. It's almost a little bit aquatic, and that allows me to team it up with something that actually has some green in there. For the benchtop, I'm going with a really strong statement man-made stone. This is Verde Fantastico. It's got a green vein, but it's also got some little bluish tinges in there. This is all made from Quantum Zero, so it's a healthy product to have inside the house. And I've got such strength of vein, but there's also beautiful depth within this stone. You can see how well that color palette goes together, and it's just picking up on the tones, but also adding some pattern to the walls. So I've got texture and I've got pattern, creating a visually interesting color palette internally. The kitchen does have a splashback, of course. I'm actually repeating the same stone from the benchtop onto the splashback. When you walk in now, you're going to be greeted by this sort of look. Because the joinery is quite dark, it lets the pattern be the star of the show. It doesn't compete. It almost creates a beautiful framing to let this pattern really sing as the star of the show. Of course, an important consideration when I'm creating any kitchen is the colour of appliances and how it blends in with the joinery and the benchtop. In this project, I knew that I wanted to go dark for my appliances. It blends in better with the joinery and doesn't compete with my amazing benchtop. In this particular project, I actually mixed 3 different brands of appliances over the cooktop, oven and microwave. Now they're 3 different brands, but what unifies them is that they're all black, meaning that they look like they're a matched set. As you can see, they blend in beautifully in a very stylish and sophisticated way. For the handles, well, I've decided to go with white lip pull handles. They sit over the front of the door profile. Of course, the door is actually thicker than this sample. The contrast that I've got on the facade of the house with the deep ocean walls and the white trims, I'm repeating that inside in the joinery with our beautiful vignette finish on the doors and the crisp white details on the handles. In the laundry, for continuity, I'm repeating some of the finishes that I've already used throughout the home. I'm using the same tile that I've used on the bathroom floor into the laundry floor. I'm using the same bench top that I've got in the kitchen, so that beautiful strong vein. For the joinery, instead of going with the same colour from the kitchen, I'm actually introducing a timber grain in the beautiful wood matte finish. Now, this is giving me some texture and visual warmth with the timber tone, and for the colour, well, I'm just picking that colour up from the floor and repeating the same colour in the joinery. I do have a splashback, and I'm repeating the blue inside this time. These beautifully glazed tiles are going to be the splashback. Placed vertically, they're adding texture, and they're creating that nice cohesive look. It's the same colours that I've used throughout the home, but using them in different ways and different proportions, so it's further elevating that visual experience. I do have a couple of handles in here, and I'm repeating the same white handle that I used in the kitchen. I do have tapware, of course, and sinks within the home. So for the colour, I've decided to go with gunmetal. I think the muted tone of the gunmetal just works so well with this colour palette. It just seems to pick up all of the finishes quite beautifully without competing against them. So this particular finish is from Parisi. I've used this in the tapware. I've also repeated it in the shower screen frame, and I've got the same finish for our sinks, those beautifully moulded sinks which overlap on top of the stone. It's a beautiful muted tone. In fact, I think it's quite sexy. It doesn't compete against the rest of the finishes. I think it helps elevate it. Because I like it so much, and again I want continuity, I've used the same finish for the internal door handles. For the ceiling fans, I went to Fanco. Now, I've gone for an option with white and timber tones. The white and timber just works beautifully with the rest of the colour palette. I've already got that existing in the home. And for the colour of the timber, well, of course, I've matched it with the timber floors. Now, I could easily have gone for white fans. I could have gone for black. But in this case, that timber tone mixed with the white definitely adds the coastal element. And it's a nice unexpected feature that catches your eye when you move into the space. The final element of the home can become a feature, but for many people it's not. They just simply go with white, and that's the light switches and power points. Now, of course, I use white more often than not. It blends in with walls and trims, and it works in most homes. I also use black for some contrast. In fact, I've got black in my own home. But working with the Clipsal system, these skins can actually click on top. And I've gone with this beautiful Essence range. I've got the Arctic white with the timber around the outside. Now, I have got to say, these are beautiful. I love them. You can see how it really pops. It picks up the timber tones from the floor. It repeats that same white and timber that I've used up in the ceiling fan, and it definitely elevates a very totalitarian functional thing as far as a light switch and power point, and turns it into almost a sculptural piece. So there you have it. I'm really happy with my version of the coastal color palette. I've got texture, I've got pattern, I've got some warm tones. I've even got a little punch of color to pick up in the accessories. And I think it further enhances the strength of the outside as you enter the home and walk through it. I think it's very successful.